Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing a general reading in demonstration of the charm reading that I have on flash sale right now. So the regular price of this reading is $65 and it's on for $35, and I'm only selling a certain number of these at this price, and they've been halfway purchased, but I figured I would do a general reading to show everybody what it entails. So with regards to this general reading, I'm going to shuffle everything on camera. That's what would happen when you purchase your own, and lay them all out, pull the charms, set them down, and then go ahead and read them. Now you can see exactly what happens in that reading in a detailed description below here, or over on Facebook on the flash sale ad that's promoting it. All right, so we'll just get right in. It is my intention that I've asked Spirit that everybody receives at least one message, even though this is a general reading. So just remember that with a general reading, not everything will resonate with you, and that is fine. You just need to take it as it comes, and this will reflect the energy at the time of the reading. So let's dive right in. So this is the Aboriginal Dreaming Totem deck. So we're going to get one card from here. One card, Spirit, for the audience, please. What do we got going on now with the solstice? So we just had the solstice and a really, really phenomenal solar eclipse. So questions we've received. This is the Star Seeds deck. One from here. Channel. This is The Universe Has Your Back. And that one just fell out, so I'm going to go with it. Usually they don't come that quickly or upright or alone, so. This is the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. Nope. It's none of those. This one. So this is Hazel. Just gonna move that over there. The weight. And these are the messages from your animal spirit guide oracle cards. See what animal energy is with most of us right now. We have the octopus. All right, so I'm just going to line these up here. I'm going to pull some charms. So this fell out, so I'm going to leave that out. All right, just going to flip everything over and get it all set up here. That's pointing that way. I want to leave it that way. Tower. You've both happy faces, and I only have 2 of these in there came out, so that rarely happens. So there's definitely some messages about joy going on. Finances are coming up quite large. We got the initial F happening here. All right, so that needs to go with that. Okay. We have the postcard with the tower, the flamingo. So I'm just gonna give me a minute to tune in and then I will start the reading. All right, so I've taken a look. I'm ready to get going here. So some really cool messages are coming through. Excuse me. So when I start, we're gonna look at this one. You have happiness is my birthright, and we have the moon happening here. We have one sitting over top of the other, which is reminding me of the eclipse. You see me shuffle on camera, so I couldn't make this up. I'm just telling you the energies that are coming through. So the moons are at the forefront, telling me that some of the things we're going to talk about are going to change through the cycles of the moon cycles. So pay attention and whatever resonates with you specifically. Now, in the Star Seeds deck, we've received the channel card, and it says you are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. And then in the Aboriginal Dreaming Totems, we've received questions. What are you thinking? What you are thinking is absolutely correct. It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. So if you've been looking for confirmation on should you do something, shouldn't you do something, are you on the right path, are you not on the right path, the answer is yes. And so it's important to know that, because that's where this channel comes in, is that you're being shown the messages, you're being guided. Now, when I move over to here, people might be questioning whether or not to move forward in a direction with a change they want to make in their life. And because this is a general reading, I can't tell you what area, because too many people will be tuning into this. It's all different energies, but you should know the arrow is pointing forward, so that is good. And the reason I'm saying people are confused or wondering and not really sure, not trusting themselves, is because we have 1, 2, 3, and a blank, which is 4, and then 5, but they aren't labeled in a way that I can line up the numbers so that they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we're kind of all over the map. The energy is supporting us with forward movement, but it's not aligned. And then we also have 6 here too. Now, the key thing to remember is that the 4 is missing, okay? The 4 spot. I'm going to call the blank spot a 4 because I could use it for whatever, and that's the magic of the universe, is it's allowing me to use that energy to fill in the gaps, which is what the universe is assisting you with at this time. And because the 4 is blank and not there and I'm having to fill the gap, it's telling me that some people may be needing some rest at this time, and that they're not using their time properly to rest and rejuvenate in order to move forward smoothly, because they're allowing the chaos and confusion to pull them in all different directions, and they aren't actually replenishing their energy in order to be able to think straight, think clearly, and move forward. Now, we're being reminded that this is our story, so we create. This comes into play with the octopus. The octopus is all about flexibility, about shape-shifting. And what the octopus reminds us is that we need to be flexible in life, so we need to go with the ebb and flow. But it also is asking us to be aware of who we are and who we're presenting ourselves as, because even though we all have different aspects of us, we can't lose sight of who we are at the core, which is some of this chaos over here, not really being true to yourself and making choices to yourself. So logic might be pulling you in one direction and your heart might be pulling you in the other. And we're being told with this that balance needs to take place with our head and our heart. We need to work together to find the solution. And it even talks about here, especially when everything points in a different direction. It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. And so you see me pull the cards. I can't make this up. That's what octopus is asking us, is to be aware of Sure, adapt to each situation and be flexible, but make sure, however you're adapting, you're not losing sight of who you truly are. Whatever you're choosing, make sure you're not losing sight of who you truly are. The other thing that comes up is finances are coming up. You have math, you have the credit card charm as well, and then you have books. So there might need to be some, maybe the change in the chaos is affecting finances and you're not completely set on that choice because you're not sure how the finances will work out. We have to remember that money follows joy. Joy does not follow money. So as long as we're doing what makes us happy, the universe will provide for us. But we have to be truly happy. We have to be making choices because it feeds our spirit before it feeds our bank account. Once we feed our spirit, our bank account gets fed. So there is some changes taking place. We'll see the bulk of the shifting that's happening right now through the end of the year really show up next May in the springtime. So some really great transformation from now until December over the next 6 months. And I say 6 months because the 6 is on the taller one. And then we're really going to see our manifestations next May. The other thing that's coming up is the hedgehog, and the hedgehog is all about protection. So the universe is trying to let you know that you're protected. You also have the flamingo. Okay, so the flamingo is about balance because they often stand on one leg and it's quite skinny and their body is quite big. So it's making sure things are balanced in your life. You also have the throat chakra elastics, so the expansion and contraction of throat chakra at this time, as well as the moon in blue. The moon in blue is trusting your intuition, making sure you're using your inner compass to lead you forward, and not forgetting your own authenticity as we're shape-shifting, as we're being flexible to adjust to different situations. We don't want to be a chameleon. We want to make sure that as we are flexing to meet certain circumstances, that we still aren't losing sight of who we are and that other people are aware of who we truly are and what we truly want, even though we're adapting. Okay? We don't want to wear a mask and be a chameleon. We don't want to turn our colors, our true colors. Also have a 1 here as well. The big 1 is just saying that you have manifesting energy assisting you at this time. Now you have the teacher charm and the book charm, so it might be time to do some learning and some reading on maybe this area. Maybe you don't have enough information about what it is you want to change in order to feel good about that change, or maybe you're getting conflicting information and that's where Spirit's asking you to go within. Hazel tree is actually talking about emotions. When Hazel shows up, it's asking you to know where you want to concentrate your power and wisdom. It's being sure that you don't get caught up in other ideas or situations that have nothing to do with you. So I always tell my clients, and I'm going to tell you, is that when you're doing research about making changes to make informed decisions, pay attention to how the information makes your body feel. Because logically something might sound good and it might look good on paper, but your body will react differently because your body receives the energy of that thing prior to hitting your brain. So pay attention to how your body feels about things. So Hazel can help us with our emotions if they're feeling chaotic, which may also be driving those chaotic numbers there, and maybe why things aren't moving forward as well. The other thing is Hazel can come up and, ask us to really look at how we're trusting other people, that it's important to let other people in and to let other people help us and to guide us, and to let go of past hurts where we have, where people have broken our trust and it's hurt us, making sure we're not projecting that hurt onto other people or allowing us to stop from pursuing new opportunities because of a past hurt. Those people who made those choices in the past, it had nothing to do with you. And you can't allow that to stop you from choosing to allow people into your life moving forward in the future. So really be aware of that. Just looking at what else we got here. So we have the Sweet 16. So 16 weeks, there could be a change, a good change in 16 weeks or 16 days. Some welcomed change. You also have the Tower, and this is representing change, but because of some of the other charms here that it's coming up with, it can also represent travel, but it can also just mean forward movement because travel is forward movement. However, you do have a postcard, so you may be receiving a message from afar. Or an unexpected message that brings happy news, because you do have 2 of the happy face charms there. Remember, you do have the initial F, so if that's important to anyone. For me, it kept coming up as finances because of the math and the credit card charm there. All right, so the other thing I'm doing in this reading, if you were to purchase your own, is I'm going to get the timing of when we could receive a gift. Now, just remember that a gift doesn't have to be necessarily a material gift, like someone gives you something or you receive money. It could be a spiritual gift. You could feel more peace. You could have more clarity. You could have better sleep at night. So just understand that we need to change the way we perceive receiving a gift, because you will receive a gift in this time frame. We just have to understand it might not be the way we expect it. Expectations are the root of all heartache. So when will the viewers have a time frame to receive a gift, Spirit? All right, so we've received Uranus. Now, Uranus is connected to the time frame of Aquarius. So that's important to note that this could happen at the time of Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is from January 21st to February 19th. So there could be something great happening then. Uranus is also a very powerful planet and is very important as well with regards to dreams, and it's kind of taking into play right now with some of the energy shifting that's happening. So 20 days from this time period also could be another time where you receive a gift. So if you'd like to purchase your own personal reading dedicated to you, you can do so. You can email me at kendra@surpriseyourspirit.com. I'll put the information in the link below, and I'd be happy to serve you. Thanks so much. I hope you guys all have a blessed week. And just remember that this reading is timeless. So whenever you find it, you should find some messages that resonate for you. And take care.